We have a very important subject to discuss. If we understand this subject, our rapport with people will change forever. We will surely do better from this video going on. Look at what Stephen Sisler says at the beginning, at the very, very first page of his book, The Four Types of Persons, or the four type personalities of people. He says this: we don't see people as they are, we see them as we are. Everybody makes that mistake. It's why when we meet people, instead of seeing them as they are, we see them as we are and we begin judging them. Nobody can be excused. We are all in. How can we change this? This is what causes our problem, our personality clashes every day. How can we change this? He's saying something very, very important here that can change our life if we do understand it and change how we approach people every day. To be able to change this bad behavior, seeing people as we are, not the way they are, to change that bad habit, we have to know what is the composition of a person's personality. Whoever we meet every day, we must know what personality the person has. Then we can quickly change ourselves to the person's personality. Is the best way to deal with people every day. How can we do that? We have to know something, that a person's personality can be divided in three sections. Three sections. Here are the sections. The first section is a hereditary part section. The second one is a environmental section, and the third one educational or education section. Let's talk about them one by one. I will be brief. Won't be long. What is the hereditary part of somebody's personality? At the very first second that, or at your conception, when you were conceived in the womb of your mother, in that very second, we inherit. Did you hear me? We don't produce it. We inherit 50% of our mother personality and 50% of our father personality. That's what happens at every conception. Everyone inherits 50% of his mother or her mother personality and 50% of his or her father personality. On this section, we have no control, at least from the beginning. Everybody has this. It's why our fingerprints are different. Your fingerprint is different from anyone else in the world. Better in the universe, no one else has your fingerprint. That means you are a miracle, you are unique. How that begins in the very womb of your mom, of your mother. You inherit 50% of your mother personality and 50% of your father personality, because we are talking about personality. Let's talk that way. Then, after the hereditary part, we know that one we don't have any control on it. We are born with it. Then every single person has no control on that section of his personality. It is in his subconscious. He has, whether the parent have good personality or not, he or she inherit that. No question asked. Then we don't have any control on that very part, the hereditary part. That can help a lot. When you meet somebody now, you know that he or she has some behaviors that he has no control on it. He or she inherits them from he or her parents. We are saying that the hereditary part of somebody's personality, he doesn't or she doesn't have any control on it. He or she inherits that from his or her parents. Get it? Now let's continue. When you meet somebody now, you know whatever you dislike in the person, that might be not in his control or in her control. Get it? That can change totally our behavior toward people. Now the second part is what? The environmental one. From the very womb of our mother, that part begins. Our mother behavior or mood affect us. In the 9 months, we are under full control of our mother behavior. Some hormones that she's going to secrete because of some of her behavior or some of her states affect us. And we are born with that. And from the birth, we don't choose where to be born, right? Nobody chooses where he or she wants to be born, right? Then from the very birth, that atmosphere we are born in, the atmosphere in the house or in the adoptive house or in our guardian house or wherever or on the street, wherever we grew up, we are born there and we are affected. There's nothing we can do about it. We are affected in one way in another by that environment. Now, you get it, right? All people have some behavior, some traits that they don't like, but because they inherit or they are forced into it. Do you want somebody who is born in a good house with a good environment? You want that person behave like someone who is born on the street? Who is raised in a shelter in total violence? Do you want the two people to behave the same way? And why, when you meet such person, why do you dislike or you see the point? Then we were ignorant. We don't know what's going on. Then we know. Then we want to change our approach to people because we don't know what they are struggling with, what they have been through. Get it? Now that environment part continues with if we have the chance to go to school, our classmates, our teachers, our friends, our environment. Just imagine whatever we go through that forcibly affect us. And whoever we meet, whatever environment we happen to be in our life, we get affected with. You can continue the list. You see, sometimes we don't have full control on all this. You know that? Now you can see. Now the third part of somebody's personality is what? The education. That education can also begin right away from the conception. Whatever is said in that house where when you were in your mother womb, you get affected with it. The music, the language, everything that went on in that house around you or on that street or in that shelter where your mother was, you get affected. Your education began there. Do you know that? You know that you can sing to a baby in his or her mother womb and the baby can hear you and react to it. Yes, our education begins right away from conception. And that continues in life. Where we were born, our parent, our guardian, wherever we were born, we are falsely educated by someone, by our environment. And we don't choose that. We know that that is what everybody goes through. If you are lucky, you can be around people who have good education to give you, but if you are unlucky, you can be in any condition and you are forced to be to be impacted with that. And after, when you grow up, even when you begin your life, the education, the school, most of the time we don't have that choice. People choose that for us, whether it's our parent or our guardian or whatever. We are forced in a certain type of education we might not like, but that becomes a part of us. Imagine that your parents are poor, they will put you in a poor school education, and you are forced to go through that. And when you meet somebody like that, what should you do? Begin judging him or her. Now you know you want to change your approach to people. And that education can be ameliorated or changed when the person grows up and can make choices. Oral education can come in and can better that education, but you know what you are forced in, stay there. We are not saying this that we have no control on our personality. What we are saying, we are just telling you that people are forced into some type of personality that they might not like, and you do better not judging them. You do better not seeing people like you are. Actually, who tells you that you have the best education? Who tells you that? Then why you should be looking at other people like you are not the way they are? Now you know better that whoever you meet goes through some kind of thing that he might not like, and he is struggling with that. We are not saying this that when we go through something, we cannot try to change it. When we have full control, we can change. We should change our personalities, but that is a lifelong struggle. You know that yourself. You might have some trait that you are now struggling with, that you have in your subconscious. Somebody has to help you out. Either you went through this at this stage of your life is why you're behaving like this today. Do you know that? Then we gotta be easy on everybody. Whoever you meet, you don't know what the person went through. Then we gotta be easy on people. This is the goal of this communication or this subject we are going through. Hmm? We are not saying that we should not make any effort to change ourselves. No. When we notice that something is not going, we gotta work on our personality. When we have full control of our situation, we gotta work on our personality. That is, everybody knows that. What we are trying to say here is now we know that these three parts, these fundamental three parts in person, somebody personality, most of them we don't have control on them. We can work on them later, but we don't have control on them. Then when we meet somebody, how can we avoid judging people? How can we avoid jumping in judging people? Oh, I can't stand this person. Oh, this woman, she talks a lot. Oh, she's very slow doing things. Oh, I don't. Oh, this man, I can't stand it. You are the problem. It's not the other person. Do you know what he's going through or what he's going through? Do you know what that person is struggling with? Then how can we avoid that? We have solution here for you. At least two. First, for Christian, in Romans 2, verse 1, if you believe in God, God is telling you not to judge. God knows all what we just said. So why He is telling you flat in face. He is prohibiting, He is telling you not to judge anybody because you don't know the person. Who tells you your education is the best one? Who? Who are you to judge? What the Bible is telling us if you are a Christian? We are adding another level of solution. Because somebody can say, yes, I can. I do that. I learn stop judging people. I learn now. I don't judge anybody now. It's true. But that is enough. You can go further. Imagine this. You have the possibility to know in a very first second everyone that you meet, his or her personality in the very first or 2 seconds. Do you know how that can help you? That will help us a lot. That solution, we have it. We study, we we explain the four type of personalities of people, the four colors of personality. We explain those four colors. Everyone you meet in life has one of these color personalities, or a mixture of two, three, or four of them. We show you when it is difficult to figure out. You have some three magic questions that you can ask the person, and you see the person's personality. And when you do this, you will see right away this person is this person is this, and they are four: yellow, blue, red, and you know them, and the green. Then, in the very first second you meet someone, we show you how you can figure out the personality of the person, and you can adapt your behavior to the person. You are not going to be expecting the person to adapt to you. What Stephen Cecil is telling that whatever we meet somebody, we judge them because we are expecting them to behave the way we expect them, the way we want. Who are we? Who tells us everybody must be like us? Then, in that lesson on our site, in our academy center, we show you the four color personality that you will see in anyone you meet in your life every day, from your house to your school, job place, mall, gas station, everywhere you pass every day. You meet everybody you meet has one or mixture of these color personalities. We show you how to figure out, and when you know this person is blue, yellow, red, or green, or mixture, you see quickly, you can adapt yourself to the person. Do you see how many problems we are going to avoid doing that? You have no idea. Then we give you that help. After stopping judging people, now you know better. You are not going to be judging people anymore. After stopping judging people, you want to know them, who they are, and adapt yourself to them. You will see. We give you that help on our site. We adapted that help also to entrepreneurs, how they can, knowing this, they can adapt their presentation to people, to their prospect, that they can convert them into clients. We give that help too. Go to our site, the link is below, and register. You have this course along with other courses.